Involvement in a car accident is unfortunate and can have devastating consequences. This is especially true for multi-vehicle accidents. A multi-vehicle accident is a car accident involving 3 or more vehicles. They are commonly called chain reaction accidents because of how they play out. They usually begin with a single collision that causes either driver to lose control or react, hitting other vehicles as a result. This destructive cycle repeats when these other vehicles in turn lose control or react and hit even more vehicles. Multi-vehicle accident trauma. Multi-vehicle accidents are incredibly dangerous. Their capacity to inflict significant injuries arises from the unique threats that they pose. Drivers involved in a multi-vehicle accident are at a high risk of being struck more than once. These accidents are also notorious for causing fires and leaving victims trapped in their cars. Consequently, victims commonly suffer severe physical and psychological trauma. Personal injury protection versus a third-party insurance claim or lawsuit. Fortunately, New York is a no-fault insurance state. All insured New York motorists carry personal injury protection, or PIP benefits, that will cover medical expenses and lost wages in the event of an accident, regardless of who is at fault. Unfortunately, these benefits offer limited compensation. Multi-vehicle car accident victims who suffer injuries that PIP benefits cannot adequately cover will need to pursue options where fault is an issue. This can be handled in one of 2 ways: by filing an insurance claim with the other driver's insurance company, known as a third-party claim, or by filing a lawsuit. How fault is determined. New York employs a pure comparative negligence model. This means each driver is responsible only for his or her percentage of fault. It also means drivers can recover compensation even if they are partly to blame for the accident. This is especially significant where multiple vehicles are involved. In some cases, determining fault in a multi-vehicle car accident is relatively straightforward. For example, in the case of Carr versus Singh, Ms. Carr was stopped at a red light when another vehicle struck the front of her vehicle, causing her to collide with several other vehicles. The court determined that Ms. Carr bore no fault for the accident. Most times, however, the fault inquiry is complicated in multi-vehicle accidents. Given the number of vehicles involved, it's often difficult to determine precisely what happened. Drivers hoping to recover compensation face the complex task of proving other drivers' proportions of fault. Our process in these cases involves meticulously combing through various sources of evidence. We seek to interview witnesses, consult video evidence, assess vehicle damage, and hire accident reconstructionists. Another important law to consider is New York's joint and several liability law. This law allows an injured driver to recover 100% of their losses from just a single at-fault party, even if multiple parties were at fault in the accident. Unsuspecting drivers can incur liability that's very disproportionate to their level of fault if they're not careful. This is yet another reason why you should contact a qualified attorney. Here at Rosenblum Law, we're sensitive to the devastating impact of a multi-vehicle accident. Our decades of experience successfully litigating these cases make us well qualified to get just compensation for victims of these accidents. If you or a loved one has been injured in a multi-vehicle accident, or any other type of accident, contact Rosenblum Law for a free, no-obligation consultation today.